Hi, welcome back to another episode of Ms.Nhi Podcast. And Ms.Nhi Podcast is where I believe everybody have a story in their life that can share back and add value to other people's life. During my time in this life, I'm always learn a lot from my friend, my business partner, and especially that people in my community that supporting me to be where am I today. And today it's my pleasure to have another friend, a good friend of mine, is John. Hi, John. Welcome to my show. Thanks to be my guest today. And let's share with
And
people
thank
a
you for
little
your
bit about who
invitation.
John.
Yeah,
Let's share with people
and
who
thank
is
you for
John.
your invitations.
Yeah.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm John. I'm 55. Like many Singaporeans, I grew up, was told to study very, very hard, then find a good job, and work very, very hard. Then I have been working for the past 30 years. Then got married, stay in the HDB. But not very happy because the job, my company start to retrench. So I have to do something in order to protect uh, to support my family, right? So I get to uh, come across doing some investment and manage to, okay, this part. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll try again.
I think what is I like about John is he will inspire me when I meet John in the term of like you share. It's like you already past the age of people say very hard for you to get out of rat race, very hard for you to stop the 9 to 5. And that's why I love to have John on my show, because I want to bring to people a real life story that he actually humble, you can feel. That's why even he don't want to share much about his success, and what I love about my friend as well. But I very inspired of how much you willingly to take risks at that age, because let's be real, younger is easier. For example, me, I feel like I have nothing to lose, I can start again because I'm young. But for you, I feel like you say, you have family, you have a loved one, and then now besides protect your wealth and your finance to take care of them, it also pursues your dream of live a life that you want. So how was that started for you when you start make that decision to invest in yourself and to get out of your 9 to 5?
Um, That's a very good question. Okay, it was not easy, right? Because of the situations at that time, I do not have enough saving. If I
Mm,
out of job,
yeah.
I I don't think I can survive or support my family and
Wow.
for 6 months, not even 6 months. So I have to do something. I was actually first started to look out for another job, uh, but some friend was telling me to do investment. But there are so many type of investments outside.
Yes,
I
it
do not
is.
know what type of investment is good for me. So I have to go to attend those preview one after another. So I have attended multiple of them. Uh,
It's
yeah,
our life
you name
back
it,
then.
I attended it. Yeah, right. So that's how I got started, and not easy because like like I said just earlier on, my saving is not enough, and I have to consider my family, and I also have my old age parent to support. Yeah, it's not easy to get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. What is motivate in here is like, yes, you are a breadwinner in the like the whole family, and I think only the pain in coming to like risk of finance, then we take some action, right? And I think
Yes.
I have a lot of Singaporean friends as well. Sometimes
Mm,
the life here make us a little bit too depending on the company and then the government and so on. So
mm,
I think ask this question now, I have to bring you back. That's emotional at that situation. Do you have a lot of fear at that moment? And like, I'm so scared. You know, I'm old right now. Why I'm start this? I'm so risky. Do you have to go through that roller coaster? And how do you deal with that emotional
I
personally?
Yes, there's a lot of emotions. It's really not easy, and a lot of time I have to keep it to myself. I will not show to my family, right? My children, my two boys, because in my family, I'm the eldest. I have the responsibility to support my parents. In my family, I'm the sole breadwinner. I must be a man to, you know, keep feeding my family. So
Yeah.
yeah, so a lot of time, yeah, I do not share with anybody, even my surrounding friends. So I tried a lot of things, trying to get out. Yeah, it's not easy because I encounter a lot of failure along the way too.
Yeah. Well, the failure is the thing that I mean, we already learned from Money and You. Is really the lesson for us to get it
Right.
improved and better. I want to ask this question as well, that anything that you learn along the way for the past 30 year of working an employee and then get out and now be your own businessman, your own investor. What have you learned over the years that you think people can learn from your experience on that journey?
Yes. I Well, after I've attended money in you especially,
Yeah.
I found who I am, yeah, and what, and especially where are my strength.
Yeah.
So I will work on my strength rather than work on my weakness. Yeah, I
Yes.
used to work on my weakness a lot.
Can't see that from you, by the way. I can't see that from you.
Right. So that's money and you taught me, and some to what the thing is, to change I must first change,
Yes.
right? To first change, so I have to be make sure that I be open to whatever opportunity is in front of me, and stop complaining. All
Yes.
right, stop all the complaining of who does what except myself. So, and also learn from the best of the best,
Yes.
right? So Money and You is one of the good program
Mm.
that has helped me along the way, identify who I am. So I work on my strength and uh, motivated myself. And the most important is be grateful of yourself also.
Yes. It has
Because a lot of time we forget to thank ourselves.
it really, it's
Yes,
not only you.
you work very hard,
Yeah, like
but we
I
forgot
realized that
ourselves.
over
Thank
us,
ourselves.
like we always underestimate who we are, and we're like, oh, that's
Yes.
okay, what, that's normal, but actually it's not.
Mm,
I agree with you that sometimes we
yes.
have to really thanks to ourselves that we work hard, and like you say, go through all the fear, emotional roller coaster to still
Yes.
continue invest in yourself and believe that it still have another way than just sit down and
Mm,
complaining and whining about why life is so unfair to us,
mm,
uh
right.
I'm sure in your life you have a lot of people that be expire you as well. So if now I ask three of the person expire in your life right now, who would that would be?
Actually, I don't know that. I don't know whether I did inspire anybody, or but I do inspired by a lot of people, a lot of people.
In the
Yeah.
community? Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yeah. I think it's importantly that we need to be open and get out of the comfort zone and find people that they are successful and learn from them.
Yes.
Right, learn from their success
Yeah.
story. Right.
that's a very the key thing that you bring up like right there, because sometimes when I'm used to be like that, right, when I'm used to back
Mm,
as a life of don't have a friend of high value friend or business entrepreneur, also have to fight myself up. I realize that I have to select friend very wisely if I want to go this journey farther and improve. And like you say, not only learn from success, people also have to choose friend and
yes,
environment. I'm sure your life will change a lot as an employee come to now. A lot of friend will
right.
be exchange like change,
Yes.
right? Change a lot of things.
Actually, I get rid of a lot of a lot
Me
of
too.
friend
Yeah.
who is
Yeah.
very negative, always complain. I used to be
Yeah.
like that, but when I after I learn how to change, I start filter uh,
Yeah.
this type of people, so that I always keep myself motivated,
Yeah.
keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So is
yes,
is that is that I'm sure it's difficult for you to do that. How do
Christian
you
is
manage
not
to make
easy.
that decision really? I
Uh,
really do want to learn from people, because for me it's so difficult. It's like I even
yeah,
lost a friend on best friend on the way I'm become where am I today. And that friend been
right.
with me for 12 years. It's a best friend for 12 years. So it's a
Mm.
really a very tough and emotional have to deal with. How you make that decision and how you manage that? This I also want to learn.
Uh, for me, it's pretty easy. I just jump out from the chat group, those
Mm.
yeah, those WhatsApp group. Right, many of groups that I join, and and those groups especially always complain this, complain that. So I will quit the group. So
Mm.
I'll selectively choose the group that I will remain. Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's
Yes.
a action we have to take first for us to save
Correct.
us.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There's a saying that who you become, right, is who you with the five
The
friends. Yeah.
friend. Yes. And the environment. Exactly.
Environment. Yeah.
Yes.
So keep in the community that that is able to help you, push you, and continue to uh, make you hungry, for success, right?
Yeah. I managed to know John that is before COVID happened, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure how about you, but for me is everything that we learned before COVID is really a blessing, because when COVID happened, my
Mm.
life changed forever because opportunity come, and I'm so glad that I have all the knowledge before it happened. Then how about you? How your life in the COVID, and is that change a lot for you in the COVID period, or how's the life going on with you in COVID?
Uh, it was quite blessing to me. So things happen before COVID. So I uh, learn how to invest. After learning how to invest, I there's some success. I want to go all out full time. That's where I go back to my company and ask for uh, retirement, not retrenchment package, retrenchment package.
Mm,
So I
yeah,
managed to get it. Yeah, with that money, I continue to invest. Uh, and it happens. The COVID comes, and I was quite lucky that yeah, I, I can still live a good life.
yeah.
Yeah, without a job.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like you see, when I would share with people about my friend and like you, I say, if you have a preparation for the
Yes.
crisis happen, when the
Mm.
crisis happen, it actually is the
Mm.
opportunity, because it like we practice for a fight. We want to fight something, we have to have knowledge and skill and practicing. So because of that, can go through to like crisis like COVID and so on easily. How about relationship between you and your children and your wife? Because the life is different back then and now.
Yes.
So how was that for you, and how was that achievement for you to be
Into
with your
COVID,
son?
we all stay at home. it's all stay at home. So I have to have a lot of opportunity. Almost every day I get to having meal with my family together.
Yeah.
Uh, we have better communications.
Yeah.
Uh, we do things. We have we discuss openly within the family, and
Mm.
yes, I spend a lot of great time with them. The bonding
Is
was stronger. Mm.
So how was they saying about their father after become the investor? Is I'm sure it's a different father now and father back then.
Yes, yeah. Initially, they still cannot see the changes. But after I move out from HDB to a landed, that's where they say, "Hey, how come I can do? We can do that. Move to a bigger house. Stay in a bigger house now, and also start changing to a better car." So that's where the my boys get to interested in what I'm doing, and I
Mm.
had slowly explained to them how this investment I have done make me that allow us to live a better life.
Yeah, that is very nice because I think parent when we change, we also impact
Mm.
our children life as well. Because am I right to say that? Because uh,
Yes, totally
yeah,
agree. Totally
yeah,
agree.
I
So
don't have a
yeah,
parent to share on this as well now. When I'm realize how much that my unsubconscious belief about money finance is really the thing that I have to work on consistently to improve and to change and to support myself first and then to teach back to the children. So how about you and your wife? Did she give positive feedback as a husband after we become a different man right now? Because some people change,
um,
like for me in my case, change is a thing that I have to leave my marriage, you see. But some people know. So how
yeah.
about you and your wife relationship?
Uh, Yeah, I have a good relationship with my wife. My
Yeah.
wife has been always very supportive in whatever I'm doing. So, but I of course whatever I be, before I do anything, I'll discuss with her so that we have same alignment,
Yeah.
so same thinking that what I do is always for the family. Right?
Yeah.
If it's not, then I will not do anything. Yeah.
Yeah. How is the growing right now for you personally? That do you enjoy the entrepreneur life right now? And what is the resources you have? Of course, help and support around to do this. It's like what resources you tap on to support your lives right now.
So my investment journey has given me a lot of financial freedoms, and now I have time freedoms. So I went back to support, volunteer myself in Money and You as a super log team.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, that's why I
Yes,
met you.
we are
We
back at
connected
Super Lock
again.
all the time. Yes.
Yes, so that was very enjoyable. I think I have well spent 4 days in Money and You again. Yeah, so of course, I also signed up for the July one.
Yeah.
Looking forward to serve again.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Money and You because I'm very curious of everybody who go back from Money and You bring a different flip chart. So what if flip chart you take away from Money and You? And how was that change you and you apply daily for that?
Um, I think um
I think
there's
many flip
this,
chart, but which one is the
yeah,
one you like?
the one that I have a deeper impression was it's also printed in our T-shirt. The
Yeah,
true purpose.
true
That one
purpose.
very good. Yeah, that one very good. It give me a realizations of what my true purpose is. So
Mm,
yeah, I I have a deeper impression on that. So every time I also hang my T-shirt. That one, wow, I think I love it.
yeah.
It always remind me what's my true purpose, and I continue to work on my, yeah, on that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice of you sharing. You know, when we just learn the true purpose,
Right.
I'm still back then my ego is still big and I still say like no, I don't want to do what the universe planned for me. I want to
Mm.
do what I want for myself, you know, because back then it's all about me, and over time
Yes.
I learned that I cannot keep bang to the wall, and I just deny that if I'm born to be a bee and this is what I have to add value to the world, I cannot keep run and want to be a bird, you know. So that's
Right.
against the nature, and when I accept that, my life is go extremely smoother. That's why I like to ask my friend who are also from Money and You, because like you say, it hard for us to bring down on earth again and accept
Mm.
that like, oh, we come to serve, we come to give back to other, we come to
Yes.
contribute in different way, but in other way it will be precision to create another thing for
Yes.
other people, human beings, right? Am I right to say that? Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
That
Totally agree with that. Yeah. That
yeah,
one. That one. Also, the other reception was
yeah,
very
yeah.
deep impression to me.
So,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
do you the if people haven't go Money and You, I think this is the
Mm.
most tough question we ask. How do you normally try to explain to bring them to Money and You? Because I think this is
Just
the
go and
most difficult
experience.
job.
Yeah. Just go and experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I because if I were to explain, I need 4 days.
I
Let's
guess
go.
I was so tough for like bring more people to Money and You, and it's like it really take
Yeah.
a time for come back and
Mm.
digest and like swallow all the information, and then practice consistency
Yes.
to make
Mm.
it work for our life. You say
Mm.
one thing just now that I'm very curious, that you say Money and You make you figure out who are you.
Mm.
So how was that feeling for you when you figured out who are you? Is that inside the class or after the course?
Uh, Insight first
Inside.
that I
Yeah.
had some realizations, and then I after the course I do a reflection on that subject again. So I have a better understanding of myself. Yes, and especially what are my weakness and my strength. So instead of focus, like I say earlier on, focusing on your weakness, why not just focus on your strength and go all out doing the right things? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is
that will help a lot, really. Yes.
is a nice one you say do the right thing, because we are sometimes do thing back then, do thing because of society tell us this what I should do, because
Mm.
this how Singaporean should do, this how this country run, this how you should live. But it's not. I have a lot of Singaporean friend like John that it really show me that Singaporean is still resilient and they still have a strong fight inside them to add more value than just a normal thing that people think of. That's how Singaporean is. Another question I also want to ask that uh, if a young person, of course
Mm.
not even young, if a people who are stuck in 9 to 5 right now come
Mm.
to the certain age that they lack of confidence, okay, they feel like they insecure, and they not willingly to jump out to start their life again to be an investor like you or business. What the advice you will give to them? What are the sharing thought in your mind right now you want to let them have more confidence?
Okay. So don't wait. Start investing. Okay. When I say invest, it's not invest into share or anything else. What I'm trying to say is that invest on ourselves, right? A lot of time, a lot of people that I know, even myself, we after graduating from school, we stop learning,
Mm.
right? So uh, start invest on ourselves by every morning. What I do is read for 30 minutes any kind of books, but I choose to read those books that like more on mindset, uh, uh, positive thinking, people, system. So yes, if there's a lot of books. Start with those simple thin one. I started like reading a book, uh, very easy reading one, just half an
Yes.
hour you can finish, or maybe take 1 hour you can finish off. Yeah,
Yeah.
then have the habit to read for half an hour, at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the best investment I ever had. And I'm continuing doing that.
Yeah, those I think it's a thing that very powerful you say right there, because a lot of people think access is something outside there, but we actually the bigger access every day we have to feed brain, food, healthy
Right.
exercise, diet, friend, environment. All this is really make a difference. And I think over time to be a podcast like this is make me reflect a lot on, so that I realize everybody who are success right now give me the same thing, like they read a lot,
Mm.
they
Yeah.
continuing learning, they continuing studying and investing themselves, and never they stop book money inside their knowledge. And that's the thing that amazing, that even me, I'm learned so much from that, that rely to myself as well, that never be too overconfident, continue learning and continue invest. um,
Right.
it's have a really a lot of good tip today that John been sharing with us. One last question for John to
Sure.
share with like people, that if you want to
Mm.
tell John 5 years
Mm.
from now, what you want to tell
Mm.
the future John?
Yeah. I want to tell myself that uh, start to chasing uh, money or time, right? So uh, start invest on yourself. Yeah. Get a coach like Anne.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can see the difference from 3 years ago and now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's very
Oh,
inspiring.
appreciate that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm very impressed. She has said so much to, to me too. So yeah, reach out to her and yes, get to learn from, and
Yeah. Oh, thank
I'm
you,
sure
John.
that you will learn a lot from Anne.
Yeah. It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my blessing as well, that I think every day when I wake up I'm still breathing. I say myself, wow, I still have a good friend around like you know, when go to money and you, when I'm crying you will be there. And I'm like, oh, I'm crying right now. It's like it's so emotional, but like it's an addiction
Mm.
to come back to money and support to other. And it's to realize how far I've been go, like even if you don't say, I also didn't know how much I've been grow, because only people around they rely
Yeah.
my chain. But because I'm just consistency, learning and apply and practice and improve, I couldn't see a change in myself, to be honest. We are the harder person to us. Am I right
Right.
to say that? Yeah. So I feel like yes, you make me
Yes.
reflect right now. Also, like I should don't be too harsh on myself.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Always
no.
blend yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really
Right.
working too much, and it keep go. Yeah, it's time for me to learn that as well. By the way, I will book all John information under the reception. If you guys want to reach out with John, want to chit chat with him, ask about his journey, especially the old folks. Okay, why I'm saying that, because I think mature people they will more connect with mature people. You know, if a
Yes.
younger like me share, sometimes they don't think like, oh, you young, you don't know what I'm going through. And that's what I love about my show, that I will bring a true and real life story people around me, whoever I'm been knowing them, and I work with them. And I let people know that I still have authentic people in the world, you know, and it's not only just social media post you or stuff that that's how your life should be. And I still believe that the story like John will inspire a lot of men who are like struggling right now with their daily life job, provide and protect their family financially, independently, they can reach out to John, and then you can get more information from John. And thanks again to be my guest today. I appreciate your time, and you really give a lot of value for our audience today. Thanks, John.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
and I'm grateful to be here in this field
yeah,
today.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, and we will see you again in the next episode of Ms.Nhi Podcast. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.